Good morning, Panther fans. So, over the last 3 days, I've streamed just about 21 hours. So this is the Stew Show, and I'm just here to moderate to make sure he doesn't go off the rails.
Excuse me.
Morning. Good morning, buddy. How you doing, man? It's been a hot minute. It's been a little bit of time. What's going on,
man?
Buddy?
Right, we haven't really done anything. Well, I was in LA and seeing my friend Brian, my brother from another mother. Brian, if you're watching this, thank you for a great time. Watched did thank God for Hulu and TV, ESPN too. I saw the Canucks game. I saw the Buffalo game. So, but it was a little early, 3 hours behind. A little early to do a review at 5:30 in the morning or whatever. So,
Right.
so yeah, I'm back. Listen, I'm seeing some good stuff out there. Now we just have to win tonight.
Yes.
And then we got 3 in a row. So,
Yes.
but 5 out of 7. Let's break things down. I mean, again, we're not playing the Bruins. You know, we're not playing the upper echelon teams, but these are the games we have to win.
Right.
We just have to keep piling up points. Standouts for me. Well, listen, I'm not bragging, but let's go to the videotape. All right. I'm the one that said put Lundell on Barkov's wing, didn't I? How many months ago did I say that?
It's been a while.
All right. So I'm taking credit for that because that's what I said. Barkov and Lundell are a natural pair because of their terrific penalty kill combo.
So if I'm Jostradamus, if I'm a Jostradamus, what do we'll call you Stuart Casey. We'll
we'll
get you this shirt, Stuart Casey.
I'm just saying. And then obviously the combination of Lundell and Reinhardt, that's a natural trio. There you go. Line 1.
So I want to ask you something on it's on that point because I've been rolling this around in my head and I've talked about it a little bit because I like our top 6. I like what's but Duclair is practicing now. So I'm all for, especially when Duke comes back, to work him into the things, Luosterainen with Duke and Denisenko. Because that's our weak spot is right wings. You know what I mean? And that's been part of the problem why we've been having trouble mixing and matching because we don't have right wings.
All right, so let's like not put the cart before the horse here because Duclair is not back yet.
He's practicing.
Let's just talk about what we have right now, and then we'll segue into the Duclair stuff. I'm so thrilled that Denisenko is back. Colin White, he's a bust.
Yeah.
Cousins has been playing a little better.
Yeah.
So I won't call him a complete bust.
Right.
I'm not happy with the lack of production, but Denisenko should be up. He is up. Now just let the kid do his thing.
Right.
Let him get his confidence. Don't keep sending him down and bringing him up and sending him down. And that's how we ruin Tippett.
Right.
But as far as the top 2 lines, you know, Verhaeghe, Bennett, and Tkachuk, you know.
Yeah.
It's 1A and 1B again.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
But the Lundell, I mean, you can't say enough about. I mean, listen, Barkov and Lundell are from the same town.
Right.
You know, who knows? They're probably talking Finnish. You know, when they're talking to each other on the bench.
Yeah. No, I go ahead.
No,
I was just to back up your point.
Here's my stream of consciousness. This is this new show.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna sip my coffee, bro.
All right,
I'm good.
Coffee. All right, so let's talk about Aaron Ekblad. What the fuck? Did he just wake up from hibernation, or did he just get tired of us ragging on him and calling for him to be traded? Because Aaron Ekblad has stepped up his game big time. All right, aside from him breaking his fucking stick on his slap shot, it seems to happen at least once a game. I like what I'm seeing.
I brought that up on the stream when it happened.
Well, listen, That's because he's trying to do that 100-mile-an-hour Ekblast.
Right.
And there is a, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. There's a great promo shot. I don't think Bauer is his sponsor. And there's a great in-action picture of him taking a slap shot and the torque on his stick.
Right.
I mean, the stick is bent like a freaking bow.
Right.
So again, he's trying to get maximum torque out of his slap shot, and that's what these graphites. I mean, they just break.
Yeah.
So, but look, I don't know how many, but I can count at least 2 or 3 power play goals where he's got the one-timer. I mean, that's the power play. They move it around quick, boom, boom, boom. Try and get Ekblad to that one-timer. That Stamkos Ovechkin spot, boom, it's in the net. So,
he's been moving better since that little Christmas break. I know.
Guy, hey,
I know.
Flying Fluffy Hockey, the #1 Panther podcast in the world. These players are watching us. Okay. Come on. Anyway, okay.
Anyway,
so that's Ekblad. Now we're going to talk about Bobrovsky.
Bubba. Again, I have no answers for you. Okay, I've been in sports my whole life, and he looked toast. He looked like what happens to an older player. I mean, I don't have any explanation but now he looks better than he's ever looked with us. I mean, his movement is just like what, man. I don't know, Bob. If look, you've heard the email, Bob. You know the email. If whatever you're taking, my hips, dude, I need it. Okay, whatever you're taking, I'll stop. Bob, if you're watching, if you just tell me what you're taking and it helps my hips, I will stop making fun of you with the puppet.
It's vitamin C, bro.
Vitamin C.
Confidence.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bob gets in his own. Now, I can't explain how he has these, a minute into the game brain farts where he lets in these blooper goals.
Right.
All right. The goal that got scored on him yesterday probably should have had, but he didn't. But he's making some incredible saves when you need it.
Right.
And this is happening game after game. So as long as the score, we have more goals than they do, and we win the game,
right,
it's okay. I mean, Vasilevsky doesn't stop every shot.
Right.
And Vasilevsky doesn't, he doesn't look unbeatable. I mean, not unbeatable. What's the word? I don't know. They're human. They let goals in.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The bottom line is we have to score. And when we don't score, we lose. So, all right. So let's go down. Forsling, he's the man. That's all I'll say. He's the man. You always feel confident when Forsling is on the ice. He just take it. Montour, can't say enough about him. Gudis played really good yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw somebody knocking Mahura on Twitter. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, exactly.
The Mahura-Gudis combo is
Mahura that they should bench him or he's sucking up. I forget who it was. Boy, I'd like to call that guy out, but
that's Cocoa Puffs.
The penalty kill has been solid. The power play, when they get it in the zone and when they set it up,
right.
It's when they don't get it set up and they have trouble getting it in the zone. That's when the power play sucks.
Right.
But let's see. Any other standouts for me? Oh, Eric Stahl.
Yeah.
Since he scored that first goal, he's a different player, man.
Yeah.
Eric Stahl is back.
Yeah, he's playing fine, man. Right? I got no complaints.
And I like that Lomberg Smith. I like that line.
Yeah. No, you can see some things coming together. Can they pull this off? Because that's the biggest question. I've been talking about it, and you saw the perfect example. What I was talking about happened last night, where we get the 2 points, but then Washington plays the Islanders, And of course, they go to overtime. So now that's 3 points handed out. And that's what makes it so difficult when you're only 4 points out. It doesn't sound like a lot, but you look at the standings and it's like, well, they got a point last night. They got a point. That 3 points that they hand out. And this time of year, that's what happens is the teams are playing each other so hard that, you get halfway through the third period, you're tied. You start playing for overtime to get that point in the bank and then see what happens in overtime. So,
but Eric, all that stuff does not matter at this point. What matters is we got to rack up 10 in a row. 7, I'm talking points now. We got to just rack up 10, 12. We got to go. This is it right now.
Right.
We play Toronto, then I think we come home Minnesota, and then we go out again. And I don't understand the NHL schedulers. They put us on the road for 2-3 games, then they have us come back for 1 game, and then we got to go back on the road. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's
but
been.
This is.
Yep, that's what it is. We've got the Leafs tonight, which we need to talk about that.
Critical.
Then Thursday against the Canadiens. Then Saturday we are home against the Wild, so that's going to be fun. That's going to be another triple header stream with the Panther game in the middle of 2 football games. Then there we go back to back again, and this is really where the hopes and dreams of the playoffs. This is where it really starts to hit because Monday the 23rd at the Rangers, back to back Tuesday the 24th at the Penguins. And we're chasing the Penguins. And then we got the Kings at home, and then we got the Bruins, and then we've got the Lightning. So, I mean, this next group of games.
Yeah, this is it.
This is the
season right here.
Right.
So, let's just take it one at a time. That's all you can do.
Right.
Tonight, I mean, the Toronto game in Toronto, just big.
Right. Who's in net?
What's that?
Are we just riding Bob tonight?
Yeah. Gotta go with Bob.
Right.
You're gonna put this no name in? Come on.
No. They think Spencer's gonna be ready, but I think they finally learned to not throw Spencer out there in his first game against the top team on the road. That's what I'm hearing. Anyway.
I play Bob until he drops.
I don't know about that. I say if Spencer's ready, you play him. What was that? That's Thursday night against the Wild. Is it Saturday? No, it's Thursday night against Montreal. You play Bob today. That's what's today? What today's Tuesday, right? So you play Bob Tuesday, you play Spencer Thursday, and then you play Bob on Saturday. So that gives Bob a little bit of a race. What do you mean no? No.
As long as there's a day off in between, you continue to ride the hot goalie.
You got to get Bob. We got to get Knight on the ice too, man. That's the other thing.
I don't care.
Because otherwise, if you don't do that, just hear me out. If you don't do that, then you're going to play Spencer one of those back-to-back games against the Rangers or the Penguins as his first game back in 2 weeks. You got to put the kid in at some point. Either that or send him to the AHL and give him a game before you bring him back up. You've got to get that kid back on the ice before one of those games.
Yeah. All right. Well, then send him down now.
Right. I'd be fine with that. Send him down for a game. That's what I called for, was just send him down. We did that last year. Send him down. Just let him get on the ice and get back in the groove of things and then put him back in. So it's the exact same issue we had last year, except for last year it didn't freaking matter because we were 800 points ahead, everybody. By the way, the Bruins need to win like 12 more games. They could go like 12-30 and still make the playoffs. Literally.
I'll tell you who I feel bad for, but the kid's a trooper and he's really, think about Lusterine getting demoted down to the third line. And he's still plugging away there. I really love that kid. But I think when Duclair, so let's talk about Duclair.
Yeah.
when Duclair comes back, here's what I'm thinking. Luosterainen, Stahl, and Duclair.
Luosterainen, Stahl.
Think about it, and this
Yeah,
is open for comments, guys.
Stahl's been basically playing center.
That's correct.
So then who's center in the fourth line?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because now you've just moved Denisenko down to the fourth line. Because that spot.
Well, what do you do? Do you put Duke on the fourth line?
No. You leave the top six the way it is, and then you go Luosterainen with Denisenko and Duclair as the third line.
Oh, right. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You move Luosterainen in the center. My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, good. There you go.
Yeah, and then if Duke starts lighting it up and he looks 100%, and you want to switch Duclair with Reinhart again, then okay.
I don't think you got your first. You got
Right.
your two.
Right.
You got your two top lines. You do not mess with Lundell, Barkov, and Reinhart right now. You guys
not right now. No.
Just let them continue to practice with each other, play together. We know Lundell and Reinhart are a pair.
Right.
And we know Barkov and Lundell are a pair.
Exactly.
There you go. That's the line. That's why I said originally, all you had to do is watch last year's penalty kill.
Right.
To see how good these guys are as penalty killers.
Right. Together.
And then put a good player with them and watch them go. And that's exactly what we're seeing.
Oh,
listen,
100%. Yep.
They ain't done they're just getting going.
They're just getting going. I know.
You know? Think about how many goals Reinhart has missed.
Right.
Because those two guys, Lundell and Barkov, are feeders. They're passers first.
No, it's
shooters. I was so happy to see Lundell get that goal yesterday. I mean, perfect tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
And okay, so we haven't mentioned his name yet, but we got to talk about the MVP.
Who have we not talked about yet?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay.
Did you see? Where would we be without 19 guys?
Did you see that behind the back, behind? Well, I don't even know what to call it.
Listen,
it didn't go in, but I can't even describe it. And he did it with his hands. I don't even know what.
Listen, if there is anybody out there who has any doubt on who won that trade, let's get a compilation highlight reel of what Tkachuk has done this year for us.
Right.
It's the rest of the team that needed to pick up their game.
Right.
And I'm hoping that, Mr. Hyde has been put in the closet
for a little bit. Yeah.
And that the Dr. Jekyll team just continues to roll. And I think that's what's happening because if you see there's more confidence, I just see more energy in the team.
Right.
Just like 2 weeks ago, we were just saying this team's no energy, no emotion.
No, I'm not going to say that this has happened since that massive rant I had where I threatened Bill Zito. Not going to say that. Not going to say Zito went to the team and said, "Look, this crazy bastard is going to come after me if you don't start playing well." Not going to say that. Not going to say that because it's not possible that happen. But it's just we'll just put that in the box of that's labeled coincidences. Over here, it's overflowing, but it's going to need a bigger box.
Listen, as much as we were ragging on Maurice and whatnot, I said it's the players that still play the game.
Right.
So I'm not going to,
and
I'm not going to call the guy out, but the guy that posted a stroke of genius putting Lundell with Barkov, what a stroke of genius by Maurice.
Well,
I replied, and he never replied back to me. Was like, it's not a stroke of genius; it's fucking common sense. I mean, anyway. So I'm not giving credit to Maurice for what's been happening. I'm giving credit for the players sucking it up, realizing that we're in the freaking basement, and it's going to take 110% effort game after game, and we're going to have to squeak out. I mean, I didn't like the third period. Again, the lack of aggressiveness and this, the hang back and protect the lead mentality.
Right.
You got to keep trucking and building. And, you got 2 goals, you get 3 goals. You get 3 goals, you get 4 goals. You want to go into the third period and just shut down the other team, and you do that by aggressive forecheck. And anyway, guys, I got back from LA. I was all jet lagged yesterday. I got like a lot of energy, so forgive me for I'm not on.
That's okay. It works perfect, man. It's fine because we did 21 hours of streaming in the last 3 days. So I mean, let's put it this way. I drink water, right? Why do I drink my water? Because I've already had my coffee and I've already brushed my teeth and I'm already awake, and then I have my water. This is my coffee. That's the point of the day I'm still at. Oh, it's cold now and I don't even care. I keep sipping it. And as soon as this video is posted, I have a date with my recliner downstairs. I got 3 blankies. I got my space heater, and I'm done. I am out. Now, you said sucking it up, and I mentioned this a little bit. I saw it last night. I don't know if they've just decided, okay, it's that time of year, but these crazy sons of bitches are out there blocking shots like Tampa.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Okay? They're out there doing that. I'm good with that. Okay. I mean, I know people get worried players are going to get hurt blocking shots, but I mean, how many block shots I mean, you could have 50 shot attempts against Tampa and they blocked 20 of them.
Dude, that was the big difference between them and us.
Mm-hmm.
Our players were like turning to the side and letting the shots go through. Listen, that's what it takes to win. Right. That's sacrifice is the word, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sacrifice your body.
Yeah.
And thank God. I mean, it sucks getting hit with a slap shot going 90 miles an hour, and
I ain't fitting to do it.
It's gonna hurt, but
I'm good.
Hockey players are the toughest motherfuckers in sports.
My job is to motivate you to go out there and block the shot. I ain't blocking shit. Okay.
So, let me ask you a question. So, what do you think the next 5-6 games? What do you think? Again, we got Toronto, Montreal, Minnesota, Rangers, Pittsburgh.
You've got to go 3-1-1. And I figure, and why I say that is because I did the math, and basically, if we go win 3, lose 1, lose in overtime. If we do that the rest of the season, it's like 100, 102 points. And we're either in at 100 and 102 or you can't kill us for getting 102 and somehow we don't get in. Got to go 3-1-1. So you don't have to, I mean, a nice 6-7 game winning streak would be spectacular. But with our schedule, I mean, I almost don't want a 7-game winning streak because with our schedule, if we win 7 in a row, our hopes are going to go so sky high, right? With this schedule that we got. So 3-1-1.
All right. That's what we need. Here's how I look at things. We got to win tonight for a couple of reasons. Number one, it would be our 3rd win in a row.
Right.
Which we haven't done all season.
Right.
We're in Toronto. Hockey night in Canada. We're going to have a big audience.
Yeah.
We're on a roll. I think if we come out like we've been coming out, pop a goal or 2, let Bob have his lead. Bob stays in the zone like he's been doing. We take Toronto down.
Right.
Next game, Canadians. That's a game we should win.
Yes.
And if we don't win that game, phooey on us.
Right.
All right. So that's 4 points. Then we come back from Minnesota. That might be the game to put Spencer Knight in.
Right.
And that's a toss-up. And then obviously, we go to the Garden for the Rangers. Always a lot of fun playing at the Garden, So
give me that one to overtime. That's the one. That's the one I say get to overtime because we're really not chasing the Rangers because they're in that 3rd spot, pretty okay. That's the game. I mean, I always want 2 points, But that's the one where if we're tied 2-2 in the third period, just get the point and then see what happens in overtime. Matthias is bored, man. Matthias, we haven't rolled the Matthias clip in a month around here. So let's do that. And then Pittsburgh. That's the game.
The last couple of games at the Garden, man, we've lost. We've had those games and we lost them at the end. So, let's just focus on tonight. Is a must win in my opinion.
Yes.
And then the Canadian game, like I said, that's a game we should win. And if we lose it, then no,
you can't lose that game. You can't lose it. You just can't.
So if we do that, then that's 4 in a row. And then, like you said, if we lose one, at least maybe we get a point.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But anyway.
Well,
I think I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Look, I know we always get a lot of new viewers. You know what I mean? And not just new to one show at a time. People come, find us year by year and everything like that. It might sound like, we are Cocoa Puffs. I'll give you that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, the reason why, in the recaps, the reason why we do these videos is because we love the team. We get emotional about the games and all of that. So when we're doing bad and the way it was looking, we're going to feel like it's all over, the sky has fallen. And then we win a few games and we're going to feel like, okay, maybe we can make this work, because as fans, we're never going to give up that hope. Like when we're pissed off and mad and we've lost and we're like, yeah, it's it, it's over. Anybody who's a fan knows we ain't giving up on the team. We're just in a space right now where it's just like, I don't see how we're going to right this ship. And you're starting to see some things since I did that massive rant and thread Bill Zito. Since then, this team has played a completely different style of hockey. And half of me is being sarcastic about, it being after that. But if you've been with this channel long enough, and again, I'm not saying causation equals correlation, but if you've been with this channel long enough, maybe I'm tapped into the energy of the team so much because I've been doing this for so long that when it's not that they're watching the videos, it's just that we end up feeling that same sense of abject frustration at the same time. Like we both, I get to the point where that's it, that's enough. That's all I can take at the same time as the team behind closed doors gets there. And then because it's happened multiple years where I lose my shit on a recap rant where, I lose it. And all of a sudden, the team flips some switch and they're all of a sudden playing well again. So I like to joke that they're watching my videos. I don't, I know there's a player here or there that I'm sure they're aware. But
hey, man, you got to see those two nuts on flying.
Right. I'm sure.
Like, hey, watch this video, man. They just called you out.
Right.
They want you to be traded. Can you believe that?
Right.
Shit?
Right.
Fucking guys are nuts.
Right.
Listen, listen.
Yeah.
You and I are amongst the core diehard fans that fucking love it when we're winning and hate it when we're losing.
Can't stand it.
Diehard fans. That means we'll never give up on this team. We're just venting. Right. And when the team sucks, we're calling them out.
Right.
That's because we love the team. And now we're seeing some light. That's the thing that I'm happy about. We're seeing some light. I'm not going to say at the end of the tunnel because we got a long ways to go.
It's a long-ass tunnel.
I'm telling you, we need to rack up 20 points somehow in the next month.
Right.
And it's not impossible.
No,
we got a big high mountain.
Right.
To climb.
And then as the final word, if we somehow scratch and claw and panther our way back into it and get that 8th seed, tell them their prize, Stu. Tell them their prize. Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, as a final word,
maybe we could get to 7 seed.
listen.
No,
So
it wouldn't matter.
I
It's Boston.
finally. Well, I'll just throw it out there. You guys, Thursday morning, it looks like we're going to have Bill Lindsay back on the show. So obviously pretty excited about that. Anxious to hear his take. And then spoke with Randy yesterday. He's ready to come back. Obviously, with his schedule and doing the games, we'll get him fit in. But it'd be nice. We haven't had those guys on in a while. Right. So, so stay tuned. Thursday's podcast should be a good one. Hopefully we'll have something to talk about after
tonight.
After tonight's game.
Yeah, after tonight.
But
so
anyway, listen.
All right.
One game at a time.
One game at a time. One game. One.
That's the key. One game at a time. Don't look 5-6 games ahead right now. I mean, we can do that.
Yeah.
The players can't.
No. And plus, the coaches need to know what to do. They need to know which players to move and which goalies. So we got to tell them. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they'd be doing this by themselves, and you see how that works out.
Could you do me a favor? Can you look up the stats and see how many points Kachuk got
last night?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because it seems like he's not been shut out too many games.
Matthew Kachuk, he had 3 assists last night.
There you go. He didn't even score, and he had 3 assists. Nope. So what's he got now for the year?
Hold on a second. I should be able to just click his name here. Okay, it brings me to the Google page instead of. All right, hold on. Chikachuk has 22 goals and 34 assists. He's got 56 points in 42 games. Yes.
There you go.
That's
when
what
he said, got. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring the swagger. Ba.
Right.
Even when we sucked, he was still doing it. So.
Right. Yep. All right.
That's our leader, guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. He's not wearing the C, but that's our leader, man. And I just pray that he doesn't. Not even going to say it.
No, nothing. No, we're good. We're good.
Not even going to say it.
Yeah, we're good there.
I'm anxious to see Duclair when Duclair comes back. If he comes back.
Look, he's gonna come back. He's not gonna be superhuman speed right out the gate. It's just not possible. He's got to, you can't simulate the speed of a game in practice. You just can't do it. You put him there on that third line for however long, and then look, if the top 6, if you don't want to mess with that, and Duke heats up on the third line, then Duke is heating up on the third line, and you just got that much better. You know what I mean?
Just hope the chemistry of whoever he's playing with.
Right.
But I guess we'll see. But anyway, I think we're going to need to score at least 4 goals tonight. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Bob needs his 4 goals. 4-goal Bob. And we'll play in Toronto. And I got news for you. Even if we go out and take the lead, Toronto has a way of coming back. Keys to that game is shutting down Matthews and Marner.
Yep.
That's the keys for tonight.
And just bring it
score
all 60 minutes.
Score. We got to put up a whole bunch of goals. We need at least 2 power play goals.
Yeah. That's the other biggest key.
The PK's got to be like at the top of their game.
Right.
And that's my final word.
All right, Panther fans. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go get a cookie, some chocolate milk, and my Benki, and I'm going to bed. It was 21 hours of streaming in the last 3 days. I want to thank everybody that came out, everybody that donated. Just guys, your generosity blows my mind. I have no right getting what I'm getting, but we really appreciate it. And Kyle the same way. We're just really appreciative. We really have a good time. last thing, make sure you for you guys, this is going to be a short plug for Manscaped. I've been trimming for 35 years. It's the best trimmer, and I'm not just talking down there. I'm talking about full body because I was a bodybuilder when I was in my youth, believe it or not. I've been trimming body hair for 35 years. I've used all of them, and this thing is so fast and so smooth. So even if I think it's mismarketed, I think they should be marketing it. I mean, they should be less. I don't know what the word is, but they should be marketing it more. I think it would be good for trimming beard. I mean, it cuts through because I've got thick, coarse hair, man. And it cuts through it. There's no snags. There's no, those spots where you have to slow down because it's not cutting. And don't do any of that. Head over to Manscaped. Use code Flying Fluffy. You get 20% off and free shipping. That code's still going to be active until February 5th. And then we'll see what happens. So appreciate all the support. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you guys are going to comment, all right, just understand. I'm not on speed. Okay. I was just really excited. I haven't been on, the podcast in a little bit. I'm like super energy charged. I'm recharged now.
Yeah.
These guys better fucking keep winning because I'm going to go like from this to this.
Yeah, because I've already had my meltdown. You haven't seen Stu's meltdown yet.
You're going to comment and say, Stu, man, stop taking meth or whatever sarcastic shit you're going to throw at me. All right. I want to hear some positive comments. All right. Oh, let's keep it positive today. All right.
Yeah, exactly. All right. My recliner awaits. Oh, I got
to go to work.
Yep. All right, guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.